Hello, 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 and welcome to ER Emotional Response. This is Life Coaching with Ink Ivory. Hi, how are y'all doing out there tonight? I'm excited once again as we join on this station called ER, mainly because my favorite theme. My favorite theme. And my theme is all about growth. We're growing together. You're growing. I'm growing. We're anticipating a better us tomorrow. We're aspiring to be better people, not just for ourselves, for our relationships. And I'm always excited. I'm always excited to dive into topics, mainly because I know it will make us better. And tonight's topic will be a multiple episode topic on judgment. Judgment. Judgment from the time we wake up to the time we go to sleep. It's a major thing in our existence. It's sometimes so major in our existence that it cripples us. And at other times, it creates healthy boundaries. Judgment. Finding balance in it and knowing what to do with it is very key. But before we go any further, I want to just get a clear definition on what self-judgment is. Self-judgment is the result from thoughts individuals have about themselves and the meanings attached to those thoughts. Where those thoughts come from, how they was comprised, who said it, and we validate it as Bible. And what I mean by we validate it as Bible, we've seen it as the absolute truth. Judgment. Things that we hold on to and we don't have to worry about the world beating us up because we body box ourselves with very toxic thinking. Judgment. And it could stem from a lot of things. It could stem from your upbringing, what your mother or father said to you, how in the religious aspect people taught you how God was, and so that relationship with your view on God affects your view on yourself and your view on others. Your background as far as being in school and certain words were said to you or the way you was treated. And so you wake up with all this judgment on you. And before anybody can say anything to you, you already have disarmed your full potential. Judgment. Judgment can be healthy. This is how it can be healthy. You can call things as they are and help yourself to be better. Or call things as though they are and know that this is a shortcoming and tailor your life accordingly that it accommodates your shortcomings. Judgment in a healthy realm will allow you to know your limitations, not just with yourself and work and relationships, You'll create healthy boundaries and knowing when to say when. Judgment in a healthy way will allow you to assess certain things that you can entertain that can overcome you. What others can handle, you might not be able to handle. And it's safe to categorize that. It's safe to actually say that. I can handle 1 or 2 drinks. That's a judgment. That's a decision. That's a choice. That's an assessment you have made for yourself that's beneficial. Because if you go beyond 2 or more drinks, you might be in a different realm. And another person, they probably can handle 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drinks. So judgment can be very beneficial when used properly. However, there's a dark, ugly side of judgment that cripples people. And I'm going to dive into that. Judgment from your upbringing. Your mom told you was going to be just like your dad. Your dad told you was just going to be like your mom. And whether you indirectly or directly made that Bible. And let me clarify, when I say make that Bible, made it as an absolute truth. That's when you signed on to a very toxic realm. Because 20 times out of 20, contextually, when someone says that, and the tone that they put it in, is to cripple you. It's to stifle your growth and allow you to duplicate a lifestyle, a behavior, an action that won't be beneficial for you. It's a difference between a person starting a sentence and saying, "You're bright just like your father. You carry yourself like a lady just like your mother." Tone and context play a significant part. You acting up as a kid just like your father. Context. Bad behavior. Your mother or father thinking about their relationship with one another and the bad things that happen, and then they look at you literally duplicating it on a smaller scale because you're a kid. And then they verbally assault you by saying, "You're going to be just like your dad," or "You're going to be just like your mother." Nobody parents is perfect. However, there is a such thing as bad parents and good parents. There is a such thing as being a good parent, but being a bad adult. A toxic adult. An adult that's a detriment to anybody's household. There is a such thing. And so you have to be able to label those things. If your dad was running all around town and being with this girl, being with that girl, and never home, and then your mom say, "That's why you're going to be just like your dad." Contextually, with that tone and delivery, she is pronouncing a limitation on your relationships, on your connections with female. And subconsciously or consciously, you'll start operating out of that. All of a sudden, it's normal for you to duplicate what is not beneficial for someone else. Because 20 times out of 20, sometimes, even though a behavior is repeated over and over again, and you're getting results that's not beneficial, you don't fully enjoy them. And so 20 times out of 20, it's not as enjoying as you think it is. Or your mom or dad behavior is a defense mechanism or a coping mechanism. It could be multi-layered. However, pronouncing that on your life limits you. Because now you don't even think you can obtain the career that you want. Now you don't think you can obtain the relationship you want. Now you don't think you can obtain the car or creature comforts that you want. Judgment. And so tonight, I challenge you to dismantle those words, those assaults that have been pronounced on your life. Because sometimes you, as a child, because you're an available vessel at the time of their anger or irritation, they might lash out at you. And guaranteed, because of their love for you, they might not directly mean it, but in some shape or form, they mean it, but not mean it in a way that it's going to disarm your full potential. And that's why it's so key to know the power in words. Parents are not perfect. And them not being aware of certain words and statements that they say, that's a part of their imperfections. And them not taking into account how this can cripple you. As much as they vocalize they love you, them words can be out for your demise. Judgment. And if it wasn't at home, your relationship and your religion. How people have taught you God is. How people have taught you God is. Sorry. A brief interruption. I apologize. If people have taught you God was this taskmaster standing over you, do this, do that, you're not loved, you have to be like this. You'll take that view that people have given you based on your relationship with God, and you'll put it on yourself. So now you become your own taskmaster, and you come down on yourself.